Good afternoon. My name is George Latimer. I'm Westchester County Executive. Buenas tardes, mi amigos. Mi nombre es Jorge Latimer, Ejecutivo del Condado Westchester, and we're here for the launch of our Launch 1000 program, an economic development program that tries to work with business entrepreneurs who are launching a new business venture. And you'll be hearing today in this announcement from Bridget Gibbons, who's our Director of Economic Development, Deborah Novick, who is our Director of Entrepreneurship and Innovation, Carola Bracco, who is Executive Director of the Neighbors Link organization based in Mount Kisco with a county-wide scope. We have with us one of the Launch 1000 participants, barbershop owner Jose Hidalgo, and we'll also have Ken Jenkins, our Deputy County Executive, share some of his thoughts. This initiative of Launch 1000 is one of a number of different innovative programs that have come out of the work that Bridget Gibbons and her team have constructed to try to figure out how best to help grow businesses in Westchester County. I've often said that when I was a young boy growing up in the county, economic development was a function of major U.S. corporations leaving Manhattan homes and putting their corporate campuses here in Westchester County. That was true of IBM, PepsiCo, and others in that day. Some of them are still here today, and other new ones have come in, and that has been a major part of our business community. But what we've understood now over the last number of years, particularly with the advancement of technology, is that small is the new big. And that what we look at are individuals who have a talent or an ability to provide a product or a service, but have to go through the process of figuring out, with proper assistance, how to take that and turn it into a functioning business, which over time can involve hiring other individuals and having a growing service or product delivery to a marketplace that needs that service or product. And Launch 1000 is one of those initiatives to be able to accomplish that. So to talk a little bit more about this particular cycle, this is our second cycle of Launch 1000, and we have targeted outreach into our Spanish-speaking community. I invite Bridget Gibbons, our Director of Economic Development, to come and talk a little bit about what Launch 1000 is and how this program is moving forward in this second cycle. Bridget.
Oops. There we go. Thank you, County Executive. We are thrilled with the success of the Launch 1000 program. We started the program last year, and it was just such a success and made such an impact on the businesses that went through it. It really is designed to help businesses go from a concept or an idea to a fully launched business. And there's training and mentors and coaches, and we got so much positive feedback from the folks that went through the program that we're really thrilled, and we know that the program made a difference in people's lives. We had in last year we had 280 people who graduated from the program, and that included everyone from a locksmith through a person who developed a tech platform for musicians to meet each other and to collaborate and to schedule rehearsal space. We have other great examples, a woman whose company is importing gluten-free pasta from Italy, and she's selling it on Amazon, a person who opened a fitness center in Hartsdale, and many of his clients are on the autism spectrum, a professional photographer who sells his photos to hospitals and nursing homes and other environments where images are proven to be part of a healing process. And we have our guest today, Jose, who's going to tell you about his business and his experience in the Launch 1000 program last year. And we're really proud of the diversity of the program. 47% of the participants were African American, and of those that completed the program, 67% were women. But only 7% of the participants identified as Latino. So we know we need to do better. That's why this year we are launching a dual language cohort. The curriculum will be in both Spanish and English. The coaches and mentors will be bilingual. And we think that this will make it easier for our Spanish-speaking entrepreneurs to participate in the program. We think this new offering will make a very big difference in our ability to reach into the communities and find more budding entrepreneurs. Strictly in terms of economic development, of the 218 participants who graduated, 82% of them are generating revenue or have raised money through investors. And we did an economic development impact study, and the program will result over time in the creation of 428 jobs, approximately $23 million in earnings, $63 million in sales. So we know that this program is a home run in terms of launching new businesses, but also growing our economy. I want to thank the county executive for his support in this very important program. We launched it in the middle of the pandemic because it allowed people to create their business from home, and we know that it has been proven to be highly impactful in terms of an economic development initiative. So thank you.
Thank you very much, Bridget. Now, Deborah Novick, who works directly under Bridget's direction, as I mentioned, Director of Entrepreneurship and Innovation, is going to talk a little bit about the program and exactly how to participate in the program. Deb comes to our administration from prior work at a number of other different areas where her creative skills, incubator involvement, and so forth has been on display, and we're very happy that she's been here to be able to shape this program for the future. Deb.
Thank you, County Executive. I thank you, last year's launchers thank you, and this year's launchers will thank you also for giving them the opportunity to get the skills that they need to take the risk out of their business idea and get it off the ground. So how will it work this year? As Bridget mentioned, we're having 2 cohorts, an English-speaking cohort and a Spanish-language cohort. They will work together. They will participate in all the same workshops and events. We will open applications for launchers in March, and the program will begin in April. Everybody will begin together in April. You can put your name on a list right now to be notified when applications are open by visiting our website, westchestercatalyst.com/launch1000. The content on the website describing the program is in both English and Spanish, maybe not every single word, but most. And we need help with outreach. We are also looking for partners who can share the information about the program with their audience. So if you have deep roots, whether it's into the Spanish-speaking community or any other part of the Westchester County economy, we'd love to have your help in spreading the word about Launch 1000. I'm happy to host an info session for your group, for your audience. I'm also going to be hosting info sessions here, both Spanish language info sessions and English. I won't be hosting the Spanish ones, but we will have a Spanish-speaking person who can share the information. And if you would prefer to just publicize the information sessions that we're hosting, that would also be enormously helpful. We also need mentors and interns. There are so many ways to get involved, so if you have any interest in supporting entrepreneurship, helping whether English-speaking or Latino entrepreneurs get off the ground, please reach out to me directly. You can reach me at dnovick@westchestergov.com. You can call my office, 914-995-2998, and I can't wait to tell you all more about the program. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Deb. As we get ready to ask Carola Bracco to speak with us from her experience and the partnership that happens going forward, my corporate career, which preceded my time in public office, involved at one point international sales. And you realize that when your mission is a business mission, which it was in those days, you want to reach out to people in a way that helps you connect your product, the company I worked for, the product that we sold, in as effective a way as possible. And the barrier of language is one that can be overcome if you're sensitive to it and you try to be able to reach out. My poor quality Spanish at the outset doesn't hide the fact that je parle français, je parle un peu, mais je ne parle pas bien. I parle enough to be able to communicate with those clients for whom speaking the language was essential in accomplishing the business mission. And that is exactly what we're talking about now. In Westchester County, we have a significant percentage of our residents who speak Spanish as their original language, primary language, perhaps, and how we reach that marketplace, how we help incent business in that marketplace is part of what will grow our overall economy in this county. And so Carola, who's been at the cutting edge of these things in the community, I'd like for her to come and share a few thoughts.
Thank you, County Executive. Thank you so much. I'm Carola Bracco, and I'm privileged to serve as the Executive Director of Neighbors Link. Over the years, we have worked with countless immigrant community members who have the creativity, the ingenuity, and the drive to start their own businesses. And as the county executive said, when you start a business, you create jobs and you revitalize communities. That is why this program is so important and why having access to the program in Spanish is so crucial. At Neighbors Link, we have helped many start their own businesses, including Ana Morales, who came to Neighbors Link years ago and learned how to sew at our center. She eventually became a sewing teacher, and later we helped her launch her own business, offering support to incorporate, set up a business plan, and market her services. Today, she runs a successful business in Bedford Hills called AC Design. She and her business partner, Claudia, have a thriving business. They make draperies and they upholster furniture, and they have hired employees and they have a storefront. I'm also proud to say that Ana recently joined our board of directors at Neighbors Link. A program such as this would have been invaluable to Ana and her partner. En Neighbors Link hemos ayudado a muchos a iniciar sus propios negocios. Por ejemplo, Ana Morales llegó a Neighbors Link hace años y aprendió a coser en nuestro centro. Eventualmente se convirtió a maestra de costura y luego la ayudamos a lanzar su propio negocio, ofreciéndole apoyo para poder incorporarse, establecer su plan de negocios, y hoy ella dirige un negocio en Bedford Hills que se llama AC Design. Y ella con su socia Claudia tienen un negocio próspero con empleados y hacen cortinas y muebles tapizados. Y ahora también Ana es miembro de la junta directiva en Neighbors Link. Un programa como este hubiera sido un tremendo apoyo para ella. It's important to note that while Ana and others starting a new business might be quite bilingual, a program such as this that respects an entrepreneur's home language serves to further a person's level of understanding of very critical business concepts. Es importante tener en cuenta que aunque Ana y otros pueden ser bastantes bilingües, un programa como este, que respeta el idioma del hogar de un empresario, sirve para mejorar el nivel de comprensión de estos conceptos comerciales muy críticos. Este programa se trata de ser más inclusivo, también se trata de dignidad y respeto. I want to thank the county executive and his team, including Bridget Gibbons, because they understand that diversity in business also drives innovation and makes our county stronger, and that this program is about being more inclusive and sharing information in a more equitable manner. It's about dignity and respect. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Carola. We have a narrative in America which, when we're at our best, which is not always, but when we're at our best, the American drive that comes from having opportunity and having an individual with an idea and the willingness to work hard to make that idea become economic improvement for them and the family that they're part of. This opportunity is what has driven people to come to this country over the centuries that we've existed, including my great-grandfather on my mother's side and my grandfather on my father's side. And it brings people to this country in the second and the third generations that are born here that same opportunity to participate in what we like to generally call the American dream. But we also know that it is not enough just to have an idea or a skill. That idea or skill, in order to become a profitable business, requires marketing. It requires a host of different operational understandings germane to that particular business or field. It requires financial expertise as well as capital to be able to do this. And for the individual that takes on the creation of a business, no matter what size it is, a very small one or a very large one, it takes a leap of faith. It takes that belief that your skill set can lead you to a more profitable life for yourself and your family. We're joined by one of those people who made that leap of faith, Jose Hidalgo. He's a barbershop owner, Boom Hair Studio in Sleepy Hollow. He went through the program last year. He has an understanding of some of the barriers in business and some of the things that he himself has had to overcome in order to make a positive impact economically for himself and for his family. Mr. Hidalgo.
Thank you, Executive County. My name is Jose Hidalgo, and thank you for the opportunity here to you. Jose Hidalgo, like you say, I'm from Sleepy Hollow, Tarrytown. I have a barbershop and salon, and I know this type of program, and I started in 2010 to join some type of idea that I have a barbershop. Well, in this case, I invested like $8,000 in some company to help me to grow this business, but I lose all the money. But all my idea keeping inside. But when I hear about this opportunity, I said, this is my life opportunity. I need to take this opportunity for growing my business. But thank God for giving me this opportunity to, like you and many people. I want to say, when I see this program, I say, I want to know this person to say thank you in front of them because this is changing my life. And thank you for all the effort that you made for the community. This is helping me, and my invention is in the next step for launching in the future. Many people are thinking just one idea or some skill is enough. No, you need more people that help you to grow the business. In this case, when I'm thinking about this program, I say, oh, my English is not very well for communicate with other people, but I have my tools like Google. I have my phone. I need to translate. But I was little by little, and I was behind because I need to translate language for understanding the system, what I'm enjoying. But in this moment, this program is so powerful. I need to say the coaches that if you can get these courses, this is very powerful because the coaches, they investing extra time with me to grow this type of business, and thank you for all of them. I see many people that they don't want to get a challenge for new career or new job because they know the language. I'm from Dominican Republic, and my English is not, that I speak before. But I know many business owners, when I say try this one, but it says in English, they say reject. They reject. But now this opportunity is for people that I want to say, this is your opportunity. Call. It's not worried now about the language because now it's in Spanish and English, and this is very easy for you to understanding your idea, your job. Okay, quiero decirlo también en español para que ya la comunidad. Cuando yo empecé esta idea de entrar a Launch 1000, fue cuando yo había invertido $8,000, aproximadamente $8,500, para empezar mi negocio de una idea para los dueños de barbería, pero fue un dinero perdido porque era algo solamente pequeño, no era tan general como lo es el programa de Launch 1000. Porque es un programa general, es un programa completo que cubre todas las áreas que un negocio puede tener para que tú puedas ser exitoso, como ya hemos mencionado anteriormente. Ya personas que han tomado este curso, que ya han sido exitosos, han tomado la ventaja de esto. En el caso mío, estoy en el proceso. Pero le quiero hacer un llamado en este sentido a la comunidad hispana, llámese ecuatoriano, dominicano, peruano, en general, porque tiene que despertar. Este es el momento para que nosotros podamos utilizar las herramientas para también darle a nuestra comunidad, ya que nosotros hemos recibido tanto. Y el inglés para mí fue un poquito de barrera, porque no sabía tan bien el inglés para comunicarme y entender los términos y las condiciones que podían haber en el lenguaje. Pero gracias a los coaches, es un tremendo curso, dedicaron pasión, dedicaron muchas emociones, y gracias a ese entrenamiento, pues ya el invento que estoy desarrollando para los dueños de barbería y los salones, entonces está más adelantado, que ya esperamos que para este nuevo año ya esté en la venta ya para el público. Así que muchas gracias de nuevo. a todas aquellas personas que son dueños de salones, dueños de barbería, de landscaping, que son empezando una idea, muchachos jóvenes de 17, 18 años, que tienen ideas. Este es el momento para que puedan aprovecharlo. Láncense, porque si no hay challenge, no hay pasión. Y si no hay pasión, no hay vida. Y si no hay vida, está muerto. Entonces vamos a vivir, porque este es el momento de cómo yo viví esas emociones tan importantes. Yo imaginaba también a Deborah, cómo decirle, darle las gracias y a todas aquellas personas que están detrás de este programa, que no lo podemos ver, pero sí están trabajando duro para que nuestra comunidad sea mejor, para que nuestros miembros sean mejores, puedan introducirse más en su persona, pueden ser mejores personas con sus parejas, pueden ser mejores personas en su trabajo y pueden ser mejores personas en la sociedad como en el país. Así que muchas gracias por esta oportunidad. Estoy extremadamente muy contento con esta iniciativa que he conocido. Y adelante, muchas gracias de nuevo. ¿Okay?
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mr. Hidalgo. We're very happy to have you with us here, and much success in Sleepy Hollow. For some closing thoughts, I'm going to ask our Deputy County Executive, Ken Jenkins, and then we'll take any questions that we may have from the press. Ken.
Thank you, George. I just wanted to come and say, for Launch 1000, this is another one of those opportunities that during the pandemic, that the leadership of County Executive Latimer, working with brilliant people, Bridget Gibbons and Deb Novick, to come up with a program for Launch 1000 for all of the entrepreneurs that were at home. And as we just heard from Jose Hidalgo, you could hear the enthusiasm, not only for the work, to understand how to make his idea come to fruition, but also the hard work that was necessary and why it is so essential today to create a dual language track to ensure that every person in Westchester could take advantage of this program to be able to lift themselves and the communities up. Small business is the lifeblood of the economic engine that's around the country, and certainly Westchester is no different. And when you hear the kind of things that are happening and the example that Jose Hidalgo is doing with his invention, and with all the other things that Bridget Gibbons mentioned earlier, for all of those entrepreneurs that are moving forward. During the pandemic, people were crying out for different opportunities and new things to do and to change their lives in the midst of the pandemic. And Launch 1000, another product of the Office of Economic Development under the county executive, and certainly all of the other business first programs that are there are so essential. With program participants and partners like Neighbors Link and Carola Bracco and all of the other folks that are out there, this is going to be another opportunity to uplift the communities and let people live their dreams. And again, as we come out of the pandemic and moving into an endemic world, that 10 weeks of time, that is essential that people participate at every level, not just people that are participating in programs, as Bridget and Deb both mentioned, to have other entrepreneurs, other mentors, and the network that's essential for everyone. Carola mentioned new board members that are in that particular family, but everyone in Westchester working together for this economic development scene. Again, it's some of those things, and County Executive says this so many times, you see certain pieces of the things that Westchester County does, and under the leadership of the County Executive and the entire team trying to ensure that every place and every person in Westchester County can move forward. Thanks a lot, George. Okay.
Well, thank you all. As President John F. Kennedy once said, a rising tide lifts all boats. And the rising tide is in one part our IDA funding of expansion of our major corporations, Regeneron, Morgan, both of which are adding a significant number of high-paying jobs through incentivization that we're involved with. The rising tide is using Coronavirus CARES Act money to provide some grants to over 300 small businesses during the worst part of this pandemic to help keep them afloat. The rising tide is helping our local chambers of commerce in the various communities that they're in to make sure that their organizations, which are generally an important marketing tool for the downtown and Main Street businesses of our county, that they're able to stay afloat with some assistance and help. And then the innovation of Element 46 and Launch 1000 to try to help entrepreneurs who have a good idea and a lot of hard work and a lot of drive, have them have some success. All of those things, we hope, is part of what makes a rising tide in Westchester County. We have had a strong economy before the first day I came on board. We'll have a strong economy for the years to come, but we have to change with the changing times. And anyone can see that from the last number of years with the emphasis on technology and the emphasis on small businesses, how important it is to help those small businesses, those individual entrepreneurs with an idea, get off the ground and start to grow, as Mr. Hidalgo talked about. So I too want to thank Bridget Gibbons, Deborah Novick, the other members of our economic development team, and the hard work that they do. We're very happy to be here today. Thank you, Carola, for your involvement. And if there are any questions from the press, we're happy to take them. If not, they can contact our communications office. Lisa Reyes would be a point of contact today, our communications manager, and you can reach her. The general number, 995-2900. We'd be happy to take any media questions that may come. Absent that, we go forward. We'll be sure to report on different other initiatives that we have all across the areas of public policy of Westchester County government. But for today's purposes, thank you very much for those involved in economic development, and we continue to press forward. I'm George Latimer, Westchester County Executive. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.